Chomelala sirike anatago muwe na be papa mo anatago muwe Chindiago mo kalaka anatago muwe na be papa mo anatago muwe Chomelala sirike anatago muwe na be papa mo anatago muwe Chindiago mo kalaka anatago muwe na be papa mo anatago muwe Chomelala sirike anatago muwe na be papa mo anatago muwe Chindiago mo kalaka anatago muwe na be papa mo anatago muwe Chomelala sirike ihe sirike n'ụwa n'ọkpọwa papa mo onye nwe ahụ n'ụwa n'ọkpọwa papa mo unu ahụ n'ọkpọwa papa mo onye na-ajụ m ebe m jere onye na-ajụ m ana m be papa mo anatago m uwe Chomelala sirike anatago m uwe na be papa mo anatago m uwe Chindiago mo kalaka anatago m uwe na be papa mo anatago m uwe Chomelala sirike
Eze-Ana siri ezigbo ike. Ana m akpọku ụmụ aja n'Igbo, ụmụ Afrịka ka anyị chigata n'ọdịnala bụ ụzọ ndụ. Mgbe ọbụla ọ dị ka asị na ihe esiri gị ike, chigata kpọkuo chi nke ala nna gị. Ihe na-esi na nke onye akarịa, kpọkuo chi nke ala nna gị, kọsara ya etu o si wee dịrị gị. Na ihe na-esi na nke onye akarịa ndị Igbo na-ekwu okwu wee na-asị, kedu ka o si dị gị gịnị na-akpọku nna gị na ị na-akpọ nna gị ga-anụrịrị ọnụ okwu gị ma ọnụ ayịyọ gị. Ndị nna gị ha etinyere gị aka na ayịyọ ihe bụ mkpa gị ka ị nweta ihe ị na-achọ. Mana mgbe ị hapụrụ chi nke ndị nna gị ha, hapụ ya ancestors. Good morning viewers all over the world. Egwu ị nụrụ kịta bụ egwu si na ngalaba na-afụ gbasara mgbasa ozi ọdịnala Igbo Ugochi tubelu ọdịnala temple a na-akpọ Nkwakọ led by me. Ọ bụrụ na like ya bụ egwu ịnụ, jee na audio mark, the iTunes and rest of them, chọọ ya bụ egwu ma download ya. We have all the rights. For some of you that are seeing me today for the first time, kpọọ mụ Ogbuefi Eze-Ana Ugochi tubelu ọdịnala akati. Abụ m onye isi nchụaja na Ugochi tubelu ọdịnala temple. Anyị na-agba afọ gbaa famili emekwazi ọrụ mmụọ dị iche iche. Abụgazi m onye isi nchụaja na ọdịnala Restoration Evangelical Mission, bụrụkwa onye mgbasa ozi ọdịnala Igbo. So you can call me a priest or ọdịnala evangelist, I will answer. My mission is to help people live better life, because I keep saying it, what you don't know remains a mystery to you and not to all. And if you are knowledgeable, bro master, if you lack knowledge, you are a slave. Before we dive into today's lecture, important announcement. Don't forget that we are still in the month of February. Our group ritual for the month is still ongoing. You can join us in our group rituals, anywhere you are all over the world. What you have to do is to forward your 3 prayer requests. I get them an altar. Now go for no could be open issue going on wow. Niso to go in the temple, go for could be open issue during the same line. I will keep doing it like that till the last day of the month. I get you on repeatable things. Yeme Saraka, Namiri. I did an apple collect, Limiri, your chuaja, or favor, Nahamad. Then we proceed back to the temple to offer sacrifices to entities of powers. Then, eventually, we Mesaraka. One natural quaja, Makanaja Karirogu. Yes. Aja is the basic of the Igbo spirituality, and spirituality all over the world. So if you are interested in joining us in these group rituals, what you have to do is to make token donation. Chat me on WhatsApp and we'll tell you other details we need for you in order to We started this group rituals over 3 years now. We have massive testimonies. But as you all know, we don't share testimonies on social media or even in executive. You know why? It's not necessary. It's not why we're here, but I can tell you, we care in Eze-Ana today. So, only for this one, more talk about Alpha meaning. More quan no what I do when I'm Kusi Jackie Kusita. Chat me on WhatsApp 0805 7837 I repeat 0805 7837 Let's now proceed. Like I told you, today's topic, Bob, what you have to do, what to do when you are seeing your departed relative in dream begging for food. What to do when you see your departed relative begging for food. So before we continue, pay attention to today's lecture. So my WhatsApp number 0805 7837 I repeat 0805 7837 more 0813 8243 871. I repeat 0813 8243 871. Now let's proceed. Gbaa mbọ etu ị nwere ike ọkwa dị mkpa ọzọ dị mkpa. Gbaa mbọ etu ị nwere ike ịkọntribute ya kwụta ka anyị Igbo wee gaa n'iru. Wepụkwa aka n'ihe ọbụla bụ corruption. Itikwa aka n'igbu mmadụ. Itikwa aka n'ime ihe ọbụla bụ ihe ana na-asọ nsọ. Maka na ihe ọbụla email wee mejọ aja n'Igbo. Ị ga-akwụrịrị ụgwọ ya. Ị ga-akwụrịrị ụgwọ ọ bụrụ na ekwuru ụgwọ ya na ndụ a. Ekwu ụgwọ ya na ndụ na-abịa. So pay attention. Make sure na isoro na ndị na-emetọ aja n'Igbo. Make sure na isoro na ndị na-emetọ aja n'Igbo n'ụdị abụ n'ụdị. Aja n'Igbo na-asọkwa itinye aka n'ihe ọbụla bụ crime. That's my personal advice. Now, pay attention to this lecture. You will learn something that is very unique. So, let's proceed. Like I told you, the topic of today is what to do when you are seeing your departed relative in dream begging for food. Yes. You know that our departed relatives, they can actually assist us depending neighbor, you know. Some of our ancestors, when they departed this gross material world, they went straight into or let me put it, they went into the other side of the divide. One more, they can leave us here as worthy ancestors. And once the person went there after judgment, the person went there as a worthy ancestor. It is a very big plus for the family, because the person will be there interceding on behalf of the family, because there is this spiritual umbilical cord that is still binding between you, the present you, and your ancestors. Now, you are representative of your ancestors. So, as you are there to represent your ancestors. Yes. So, whenever you are here living a good life, you are setting record straight, because you are the replica of your ancestors. So whatever good you are doing now, your ancestors will be happy, because and they go say na gịnị bụ ndụrụgandụ. Ndụrụgandụ simple means onye amụrụ ọmụta ibie, onye amụrụ ọmụta ibie. Life without end. So what I'm telling you is that our ancestors, after living here worthy life of emulation. Once they pass on, they join in the spirit world and face the total judgment. If for any reason the person deserves to come back again, for any reason, if there is any reason why the person should reincarnate, the person will reincarnate. That is Igbo teaching. But if the person have perfected himself or herself, the person will join Otundi chair, become a worthy ancestor. Yes. But if for any reason the person is not yet perfect to become a worthy ancestor, and the person still have time allocated to him or her to amend, the person will be given another opportunity to reincarnate here on earth and become a worthy ancestor. So that is what you should know. Now, if for any reason you saw your relative in the dream begging for food, what it simply means that all is not well with that your departed relatives in one more in the world of the spirit. Maybe he or she is in a state of going nowhere. It could be that your relative is earthbound. So you need more energy in order to proceed to one more. Because on the normal process, anybody that passed on here on earth are not supposed to be here anymore. The person is not supposed to remain earthbound, no. Yes, because it should not be integration. So the person was supposed to move on. That is why if you see where they are reading farewell speech, they say, "Daddy, we love you, but Chukwoke love you the most." Jen Koma. So yes, no one more. That is the process. So you should continuously move. Yes. So, but when the person is not going anywhere, the person remain here in the world of this gross material, what it simply means that the person is earthbound. And is earthbound and is not totally free. Some are in no one more halfway. But they are stagnant. They need help. That is the reason why in Roman analysis and theological expression, let me use the head of the Christian faith, being the Roman Catholic Church, for example. They recognize the fact. That's why every November 2nd, they said they are celebrating Mass on behalf of they call it All Souls. And there are some certain times they celebrate the souls they said they are in purgatory. What it simply means is that they recognize the fact that there were some certain souls that are still no one more, but they have never reached their destination. Yes. They believe that such people can be helped by their loved ones here on earth. But before even they start teaching all those things, that's why I'm telling you that Igbo spirituality has been there in the ancient. That what is in Sokoto is in Sokoto. That before Ndanya the white man religion, led by the Roman faith, the Catholics, that Igbo spirituality has been there, here, practicing it. So in Igbo spirituality, we understand then with the categories. And well, some of our ancestors that are here, that once lived here, they lived worthy life of emulation. That they passed on into the the word of the spirit as great men of timber and caliber. They passed on as worthy ancestors. So those ones will now join the movers and shakers and decision-making body, the one more as the saints. We call them in the chair, the elders. So that is the judgment. However, we also recognize name of some of our ancestors that are still in the journey. They don't know who's yet. Those our ancestors that are still in the journey, spiritual journey, they still need help. They need the energy to continue. So that is one of the reasons why the relative we can show him or herself to you in dream, demanding food, demanding remembrance, demanding energy. That food is that statement is a spiritual statement. What actually it means is that the person needs some kind of energy to proceed. Because here on earth, we all know that when we eat food, we save some energy, right? So the person who is trying to use the language you are familiar with to express the fact that he or she over there still needs some help, some remembrance, some thought, set your longing towards that person via memorial, yes, or remembrance. By so doing, you will be able to give the person the required energy in order to continue moving in the land of the spirit, to gain some strength. Because whenever you remember somebody, whenever you celebrate somebody, you give the person more spiritual energy. The truth of the matter is that at that particular time, what you need to do for the person is remembrance. Celebrate the person, breaking of cola, yes, maybe cooking, maybe feeding the person, call it inyeni, yes. But in actual sense, the real person does not eat the food, yes, but it's a spiritual act that you will not understand unless if you are spiritually inclined person. You will understand that what the person needs is incheta, yes, remembrance, to remember the person. The person will feel fulfilled. Oh, my people are celebrating me today. My people are remembering me today. That is what the person needs. Is incheta. Once you are remembered, you feel fulfilled. Let me give you an example. Some people, they go across the temple, maybe in the Aikubiro, maybe in the via the counseling, maybe in the through prophetic words, maybe in the through in your good teacher, where again they are good health. Maybe in the where Kowal hot to hear them and more. Maybe in Raka in one way or the other to discover their spiritual part. Yes. One day will have one problem. In one, I see well home. You will have here need Meudo with Hannah more hassle. So that in any job now, and you have Alhana Namate. So some of those people, from time to time, they will come. Eze-Ana, I want to say thank you for what you have done in my life or my family. Some will come with expensive wines and drinks. So, as you all know, I don't take alcohol. Yes, I don't take alcohol. If I must take wine, it must be a pure wine. So I don't take alcohol. Then, however, people normally bring it, and I say no. I have lots of friends, people that normally visit the temple that normally like taking these drinks. So sometimes some people will come with so many eatable gifts. Some of those things maybe It might be something I don't eat, but it's something nice that I know people that normally come for temple for Saraka normally enjoy. So what I will do, I will welcome it with all my heart, and I will feel honored for you to remember me. It's a thing of honor. Then after feeling that thing, I will thank you. I will feel fulfilled. I will feel satisfied. I will feel that, oh, so this person recognized me. Okay, so this person really appreciates that problem shared is half solved. That my input towards his problem or her problems, or maybe family problem in general, that he really appreciates it. So I will feel fulfilled. However, I might not even take the drink myself because it's not my type of drink. Or maybe those eatable things, maybe I'm not eating it. But I will still give it to people that like eating those things, and they will eat and be happy. So our spiritual forces, our relatives, our children, and other spiritual resumes, whenever we feed them, it's not what they are eating from that particular act, is remembrance. Okwa ikubri, no igol, and the power of remembrance. They are satisfied. Those okuko ebuziri, maybe senyaraji, and the drinks to make saraka. That is normal saraka. And saraka is all about trying to be a joy giver. You know, some of these people that normally come to temple to eat saraka, you know, akodi. Some of them don't even know what to eat in the afternoon. But once in the afternoon, they know that all the cooking things must have done. They will come and eat. Just to many. That happiness they felt while eating those saraka things is what to much on, because you have to be a joy giver. Makanibo spirituality believe in. So whenever your relatives make his or herself available in the dream and be demanding for food, please feed the person, remember the person, celebrate the person, because the person needed energy to keep pushing, to keep moving, for the benefit of you, the family, and the general public. So what am I saying? That whenever you see your relative, whatever, your relative in general, begging for food, what it actually means that the person still need more energy to continue moving. So what you have to do is to feed that your relative the way you normally feed your child. So let me stop here. If you have any question in today's lecture, family, chat me on WhatsApp. Both counseling, comment, taking here need to talk to somebody. And if you feel like talking to somebody, to share your burden, because I believe problems shared is half solved. Yes. So the days I am at temple for consultations and the counseling. Yes. But please book appointments. It's Thursdays and Fridays. Book appointments, please, so that you will not come and maybe meet my absence, or maybe you come, maybe a crowd will be too much for me to see you for interaction. Thursdays and Fridays is our consultation day. Yes, and counseling. So, but you have to book, because there is limited number of people I will be able to see, unless you want to see maybe my workers. Let me stop here. If you have any question in today's lecture, or we talk about our family, or no one is in one, chat me on WhatsApp 0805 7837 I repeat 0805 7837 or 0813 8243 871 0813 8243 871. Ka itinye n'aka mee ọdịnala Igbo ka ọ dị etu kwesịrị ịdị. Ka itinye n'aka mee be anyị ana Igbo ka ọ dị mma. Ka anyị wepụ aka n'ihe ọbụla bụ ihe ọjọọ. Ka nkwụsị ebe a. N'aha Chukwu Okike nke pụrụ ime ihe niile, onye ike niile si n'aka ya abịa. Ekwubie m okwu n'isi ndị nwoke na ndị nwaanyị ndị na-esonyere anyị n'oge awa nke eziokwu. Asị m na akaka ya mụ na jiji ya mụ nọ. Now let the work of your hands begin to yield fruit. May your labor never be in vain. May you succeed massively. May you remain protected. See you tomorrow. No, I want to. I want to. We go to the church. But I know you. We go to the